yafe hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Pretty easy words, but if you need them, they're on page 128, second song down. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafe hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. What a beautiful day. I've had some health problems the last few weeks. I had ear infections. I was at first dizzy. Beginning of the week, I could hardly hear. And then I made it, and it's Shabbat. And there's just something so wonderful about being here, about Shabbat coming in, the peace. The world outside is sometimes hard, but we come here together. On Shabbat we find peace. On Shabbat we find joy. And sometimes we even find joy. Gordon, hi. So there are some words. Yeah. Oh, so our candle lighters. Oh, would the three of you come up and light our candles tonight? Are you able to? Oh, you know what?
How about
I have many times brought Torah scrolls out to people. I don't know if I could make it back up here without the candles going out, but oh, I see a smile there. Oh.
You light one. No? Okay.
Give me the one that's touching, the hard one.
page 120.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
There's something so, go ahead, take your seat. There's something so wonderful about this community. And here it is, the stand for the candles at just the right height. No steps, no ramp to get up to the bima. Taking our time, allowing our time for each other. This is the light that we bring into the world. This is the light of Shabbat. L'cha Dodi?
Sure. I think that's 138, right?
I think 138, L'cha Dodi.
Lecha dodi likat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamo v'zachor b'dibur echad hishmianu. El hamiuchad Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, v'shemu tiferet, v'letila. Lecha dodi likat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat l'chuvanecha ki mikor habracha merosh mekedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava techila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Let's try 3. I haven't done it either, so it'll be new for all of us. Here we go. Mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzei, mitoch ha'afecha rav lach shevet b'mekabacha, v'hu yamol alayich chemla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Rise if you can for number 9, Boi v'Shalom, and face the entryway. Boi v'Shalom, ateret balagam b'simcha, uvetzola toch emune am segula. Boi chala, boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nekabela.
We remain standing for the Baruch Hu on page 146.
Lie, la, la, lie, 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 lie. Lie, la, la, lie, 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 lie. Lie, la, lie, 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 la, lie, lie, lie. Lie, la, la, lie, 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 lie. Lie, la, lie, 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 la, lie, lie, lie. Lie, la, la, lie, 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 lie. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
On the top of 149, praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. On the bottom of 151, wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives us, and the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What would be truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
I'll ask you a favor. My ears are still a little stuffed, so do this if you have to, one way or the other. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol ma'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher Anochi mitzavacha Hayom al levavecha,
V'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, b'shivtecha v'veitecha, uv'lechtecha v'derech, uv'shokpecha u'kumecha, u'kshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu latotafot b'einecha, Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha lema'an tizkaru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim le'Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem le'Elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem.
On the bottom of 157, In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when nations shall be one and at peace. Then we shall rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot, osefele, malachutcha ra'u vanecha, bokei hayam livnei Moshe uMiriam, zeli anu ve'amru Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh.
161. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up again, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai haparos sukkot Shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim.
Haskivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Askivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
I've missed that. These moments during a service when we traditionally stand up, they're mostly about reminding us of the importance of the prayers, that this is a time to rise spiritually, to dig deep inside us. So as we begin the Amidah, we try to rise spiritually, physically. The Amidah is on page 164.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol v'Hagabor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei HaKol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozeru Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah Rav lehoshia, Mashiv haruach umorid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim b'chesed, Mechaye hakol b'rachamim rabim, Somech noflim v'rofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'guvurot, Umido melach, Melech meimit u'mechayeh, Umatmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lahachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. יסגוי גוי חרב לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה לא יסגוי גוי חרב לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה לא יסגוי אל גוי חרב לא ילמדו עוד מלחמה
We think now of those in our community who are in need of healing. Among them, Ilana Massey, Kevin Brackett, Michelle Carmica, Jesse Friedman, Jim Mates, Brenda Flood, Sharon Blevis, Kirk Whitlock, David Robb, Jensen Beach, Aaron Ledden, Rachel Sadek, Blake Battles, Michaela Cohen, Diana Rodo Percole, Rodolfo Gonzalez, Tracy Adams, Joan Wilmert, Kim Stevens, James Lynch, Don Copeland, Dee Copeland, Rachel Hartstein, Sally Gordon, Nancy Pollock, Donna Batdorf. Are there other names you'd like to pray for? Thank you. 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 For all those and all we hold in our hearts, we sing Misha Berach on page 371.
Misha Berach Avotenu Misha Berach Ve'imotenu Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah U'yivarech et hacholim Misha Berach Avotenu Misha Berach Ve'imotenu Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov Sarah Rivka Ra'el v'Leah U'yivarech et hacholim.
Thank you. In a few short weeks, we'll sit at our Seder tables and we'll tell the central story of our people. A few of us, perhaps, will look around the table and will see an empty seat and remember a loved one who's no longer with us. The jokes they used to make, the part of the Haggadah they read. And others will look around the table and see a new face. Someone who's married into the family, perhaps. Or a child not old enough to ask. Together with friends and family, we'll share our joy and our pain and our hope for a better future. The Passover Seder is observed more than any other ritual, Jewish ritual in the world. Far more Jews observe a Seder than Shabbat or Bar Bat Mitzvah or even the high holidays. The Seder, in a way, is one of the most complicated rituals we have. And yet it's the center of our people's identity. What makes the Seder so special? Perhaps it's the family. Perhaps it's the food and the songs. But ultimately, the Passover Seder is about telling a story. On Passover, we tell a story of exile and redemption, a story of pain and hope that's been with us for millennia. At the founding of the State of Israel, David Ben-Gurion put it this way. 300 years ago, he wrote, a ship called the Mayflower set sail to the New World. It was a great event in the history of England, in the history of the world. Yet I wonder, asked Ben-Gurion, if there's one Englishman alive who knows when that ship set sail. Do people know how many people embarked on the journey? What quality of bread they ate? Yet more than 3,000 years before the Mayflower set sail, the Jews left Egypt. Every Jew in the world, even the Jews in Soviet Russia, knows exactly what time they left and exactly what date, the 15th of the month of Nisan. Everybody knows what kind of bread they ate. Even today, Jews all over the world eat matzah on the 15th of Nisan. They recall the story of the Exodus and all the troubles that the Jews have faced since the exile. They conclude the evening with two statements. This year, slaves. Next year, free men. This year, here. Next year, in Jerusalem. This is the nature, said Ben-Gurion, of the Jewish people. David Ben-Gurion had it right. We Jews have lived through terrible times. We've been attacked and we've been exiled. But we've never given up hope. Because hope is the nature of the Jews. It's hard to imagine what our ancestors lived through. Egypt had ruled the world for thousands of years. And to be a slave was to spend your entire life moving one giant stone after another, building monuments that would last for all time, a testament to a world that would never change, a world where lives would never improve. And then suddenly at the stroke of midnight, God went through the land and set us free. And at that moment, writes Jonathan Sacks, a new idea came into the world, an idea that had never been imagined before. The possibility of hope, the possibility that tomorrow could be better than today. This is what it means to be a Jew, to know that life isn't always easy, but that tomorrow can be better than today. And to be a Jew is to know that building a better world is our responsibility. Just as God redeemed us, we must redeem each other. The Hebrew word for Egypt is Mitzrayim, which means a narrow place. Historically, it probably refers to the narrow strip of land on the shore of the Nile, the narrow, fertile strip. But for the Hasidic masters, Mitzrayim had a deeper meaning. Mitzrayim, they taught, refers to the narrow places in our lives, to the times when we're in pain, to the times when everything seems hopeless. Over the course of his life, wrote Nachman of Breslov, every Jew endures all the afflictions that our people endured in Egypt. But we remember the Exodus, and we find hope that God will redeem us once again. The Seder, said the Hasidic masters, is more than a time to remember the Egypt of old. It's a time to remember when God brought us out of our own personal Egypts, a time to teach each other the meaning of hope. We sit around the Seder table with the matzah and the maror, and the children ask us questions. Why are we here, they ask, and we tell them, it's because of what God did for me when he brought me out of my own personal Egypt. The world of Pharaoh disappeared thousands of years ago, and even the pyramids are eroding. But that great Jewish invention, the idea of hope, is still with us. Not because it was etched in stone, but because it was etched into our hearts. In each year, in each generation, we pass our story of hope to each other. We pass it to our children. I won't be with any of you on Passover. I won't be able on that night to tell you my own personal story of getting out of Egypt. So allow me a few moments to tell you now. As most of you know, I had a difficult childhood. And when I was 8 years old, something happened that changed my life. We were living in New York at the time, one of the biggest Jewish communities in the world. And suddenly the newspapers and the TV stations were filled with a headline. New translation of the Torah published, the headline said. And then there was a subtitle that changed my life. A translation so easy that even a child can read it. The moment I saw that headline, I became obsessive. I just had to get a copy. And when my parents got one for me, I read it through to the middle of Exodus, and there was the verse that somehow changed my life. And God heard the cries of the children of Israel, the verse said, and God remembered. For the first time in my life, I knew hope. I knew that it was possible for someone to listen to my cries. And I knew that in time, God would take me out of my own personal Egypt. That translation of the Torah appearing just at that moment in history, just as I was able to read a whole book. It changed my life. Without Torah, I would have probably become a self-destructive teenager, driving into a ditch somewhere. The timing of that translation was a miracle, a gift from God. Had it been 1 year earlier, I wouldn't have been able to read it. And a year later, it might have been too late. That copy of the Torah is long since gone. I can't find it. But this is the one, just like it, that I got at my bar mitzvah. It sat on various bookshelves for probably 40 years as I traveled throughout the country. And when I opened it years later, the bookmark was set to that verse that saved my life. A message for my 13-year-old self that God will always be there to redeem us and to help us. God has placed something holy within each of us, a strength, a resilience, a determination to find light in the middle of the darkness. And this is the story we pass on to our children. The knowledge that we're never alone, that there's always light. God and the Jewish people are with us. And wherever we go, there is hope. It's going to be a difficult Passover for many of us. Too many of our Israeli brothers and sisters will have empty seats at their Seder tables, not knowing whether their loved ones are dead or alive. And far too many Gazans will look around and see nothing but hunger, nothing but destruction. But Passover reminds us that we can never despair. To be a Jew is to know that there is always hope. And to be a Jew is to know that we're never alone. May you all have a wonderful, sweet Passover. May the worst dark spots of your life be behind you. And may you help each other and your children and your families to know that there's always hope, that tomorrow can be better than today, and that together with God, we can make a better world happen. Shabbat Shalom. I know he's here somewhere. There behind me.
I could take a puff of smoke.
One day we'll arrange a specialist. We'll build a trap and you'll rise up.
Olam chesed yibanei, da 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 da. Olam chesed yibanei, da 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 da. Olam chesed yibanei, da da da. da 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 da. I will build this world from love. Da 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 da. You must build this world from love. Da 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 da. If we build this world from love, da 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 da, then God will build this world from love, da 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 da, da 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 da. Die, 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 die. Yeah, die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. I don't think they figured out that I'm going to keep doing it until they start singing. See, they're like, die, 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 da 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 die, 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 da da die, 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 die. One more time. Die, 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 die. Da 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 da.
The Hebrew Olam Chesed means even more than a world of love. It means a world of kindness, of small acts of caring and kindness towards every other human being, because every other human being is made in the image of God. That's the journey that we started on when we left Egypt. The journey from a world of cruelty, a world of abasement, to a world of kindness. You've built a lot of that world here. Keep doing it, and eventually that world will really exist. We rise for Elenu on 586.
Oops.
Where's Charles when I need him?
Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורר עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. Yeah. Oh, so I'll ask Eve to come up to do the announcements.
Hello, good evening. My name is Eve Kahn. I'm one of the Board of Trustees. There is a lot going on in the next couple of weeks, so bear with me. So April 14th, there'll be religious school, Shorshi music with Megan, and coffee and chat with board member Phyllis Clyde. Soul Sisters Book Club will meet April 16th at 11 a.m. in person to review the novel Marriage Box. Also on the 16th at 5 p.m., Junior Youth Group will have their Passover program where they will be making frogs and playing games. RSVP online and contact Mara with questions. Also on the 16th, Judaism will be hosted at the home of Rivka Livni. Rivka will be making Passover dishes. Registration is required as space is limited to 10 participants. Scholar in Residence, April 17th and 19th at CBS. This sounds really interesting. Learn from Michael Berkowitz, a professor of modern Jewish history at the University of London. Hebrew High are encouraged to attend. Register and learn more on the online calendar. CBS is opening the parking lot to host the event Shred It, where you can bring paperwork you need shredded for free. For those of you who have finished your taxes, that's a good time to do this. There will be nachos from Toasted available, and the event runs from 9 to 12 on April 20th. Register now for CBS's annual Second Night Seder, catered by Blossom Catering, at 5:30, Tuesday, April 23rd. Adults $65, teens $35, 12 and under, free. Registration is required. Wednesday, May 1st, join us at 6 p.m. for Repair, Refuah, and Tikkun Olam, I'll get it out. Lessons for Healing from the Word of Art Conservation, where Arthur Rosa Lowinger talks about her book, Dwell Time. Available for purchase the night of the event or from Napa Bookmine. It says sign up on the synagogue website. And save the date, upcoming May 18th is our comedy night featuring comedian Rabbi Bob Alper, and June 15th we will have another concert to benefit CBS at the Blue Note with the Fleetwood Mac tribute band called Fleetwood Macrame. It took me a while to figure that one out. Be sure to purchase raffle tickets on the synagogue website. We'd like to give warm wishes to this week's birthday and anniversaries. Happy birthday to Aaron Thornton, Anina Schwartz, Paul Siegel, Dania Massey, Sylvan Carfoyle, Katrina, you're here. Where's Katrina? Oh, here. Aviv Abramovich, Roderick Murray, David Raub, Janice Bladis, Jonah Thornton, and Daniel Schwartz. And happy anniversary to Beth and Brooks Painter, their 30th anniversary we're celebrating. Thank you. But I want this one.
You announced shredding, and all I could think of was, wow, I could bring old drafts of my thesis, which were many. So it's time to think of those who are no longer with us, those who died in this last year. Barbara Cosen, Minnie Shostak, Kevin Markville, Etta Kessler, Faye Goldstein Glick, Diana Coyne, Peggy Dooley, Eddie Feld, Frankie Block, Joyce Bisberg, Jake Goldstein, David Mendelson, Nancy Jeanette, Alexander Buddy Cohen, Berna Joseph Sherman, Rabbi Lori Phillips, Pearl Shine, Jerry Mountainer, Lauren Bisberg, Terry Schwartz, Chava, Pearl Bat Heschel, Feroz Gittel, and those who died this week and years past. Elaine Shulman, Aaron Barron, Ruth Feld Green, Virginia Ryan Kettling, Dr. I. Harold Kevlin, Larry Friedman, Fred Herman, Edna Epstein, Florence James, John Packard, Dolly Rubenstein, Jeanette Schwartz, Faye Bisberg. Are there other names you'd like to remember? Please rise for the Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, ba'alma divarach irutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dekol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mavorach le'olam almei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal, Shemei D'Kudasha B'richu. La'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru omein. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru omein. Oseh shalom b'imramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Please be seated. Yeah, let's do a closing song.
Oh, say shalom b'romah, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. Oh, say shalom b'romah, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Oh, say shalom b'romah, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la.
Please rise. Please rise.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen.
L'chaim. I don't have my assistants to tear into the challah.
Baruch
atah Adonai,
Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Tehavon.
Shabbat
Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat.